So Kim Burrell is making headlines again, and this time she's taking at shots at fellow gospel singer Yolanda Adams in regards to her turning her back on Miss Burrell back in 2016 during her very controversial comments. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So, I've seen Kim Burrell in the news quite a few times in the last few years, but I knew I was done with Kim Burrell after her homophobic rant in church. We're not going to replay any of that, but she's also been in the news recently for a few different things. We're not going to go over that. What I did find humorous was this conversation that she had with Tamron Hall on Tamron Hall's daytime talk show. And it really, for me, the best part of this conversation was Kim Burrell trying to name drop and talk about people that didn't have her back then. And Tamron Hall's response, like, well, I'm friends with Yolanda Adams, and I'm also from Texas.
A little bit more that I will share is some of the names that you called. I was far more disappointed than I was surprised that they had something negative to say. I was disappointed because we've all shared the same stage and background, back rooms and green rooms. And some of their public display and conversation is somewhat opposite of what it is behind stage. I'm not going to do to them what they did to me.
Oh, no,
a lot of them were public and was talking to I am, though. I'm talking about their ability to be negative toward a name that they built up for so many years. And that's disheartening because especially when people can call you, I would have much preferred, especially dealing with gospel, Yolanda Adams, who we're both from Houston, Texas, to pick up the cell phone and say, hey, I have a career to save and I can't agree with your stance right now. I need to say something different to my public. So I would have preferred that to call and say, we've been in the gospel game too long together, and this is negative. This looks really, really bad. So I'm not going to be able to affiliate with you. I would have respected it and said, hey, do what you got to do, but at least we have an understanding.
Well, I mean, and let me be clear here. Yolanda is a friend of mine as well.
Good.
Where I am also from Texas.
Oh, okay.
And I did not want to turn this into because I don't know what happened behind the scenes. What I was asking if you wanted more time for, you said there was more of a backstory to what you said on the pulpit, not the interpersonal relationships of two people that you're now here with me and another person I care about. But I know.
For me, that was the best part of this conversation. But let me just backtrack a little bit for background, for those that are wondering, what is this about? Who's against who? But sidebar, I'll say this. I've interviewed Yolanda Adams before as well. And let me tell you one thing. Yolanda Adams, lovely woman. Lovely woman. This is from our friends over at Vibe magazine. So they said this, a reminder. So during a recent visit to the Tamron Hall show, Kim Burrell addressed the 2016 sermon where she made comments about a, quote, perverted homosexual spirit, taking Yolanda Adams to task for calling her out publicly and inadvertently adding fuel to the fire of those quoting to cancel Kim Burrell. She says this in the interview with Tamron Hall. Kim says, I was disappointed because we've all shared the same stage, back rooms, and green rooms, and some of their public display and conversation is somewhat opposite of what it is behind stage. I would have much preferred, especially dealing with gospel, Yolanda Adams, we're both from Houston, Texas, to pick up the cell phone and say, hey, I have a career to save, and I can't agree with your stance right now. I need to say something different to my public. I would have preferred that. So she's insinuating that Yolanda Adams says one thing behind the scenes versus what she said publicly. Or maybe she meant what she said publicly. Just saying. Because here's the thing, and I get it. Being black, being gay, coming from a very strict religious background, I get it. Religion does not accept the LGBTQ community. But a lot of churches are changing their stance on this. A lot of churches are becoming more inclusive. Shout out to all of you. So I'm not ignorant to the fact. That's why I don't like, oh, church is done. No, a lot of churches A lot of you that watch me here on this channel are very religious, very Christian, and you still love me for me. Thank you. But this is not about me. Back to this. They continue. They said, after this clip of Kim Burrell crossed Ellen DeGeneres' path, as you may recall, Kim Burrell was supposed to be on Ellen DeGeneres when this all happened. When it came out, Ellen canceled her from being on the show. Rightfully so. Ellen's gay. So when this came across Ellen's path, the daytime TV host spoke out against Kim Burrell, deeming the speech, quote, not nice. Then come to find out about Ellen. Just saying, look, straight shooter, everyone can get it. And canceling Burrell's scheduled talk show appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show. She continued and said, I didn't feel that was good of me to have her on the show to give her a This is what Ellen said. I didn't feel that was good of me to have her on the show to give her a platform after she was saying things about me, DeGeneres said on the show at the time. There's no room for any kind of prejudice in 2017, and moving on, there's no room. At the time, Kim Burrell also lost her radio show due to the sermon that surfaced. So according to Kim Burrell, she says she did find support, though, in Oscar winner Jamie Foxx, who she claims came to her defense by reaching out to DeGeneres on her behalf. She says, no one has reported that my friend Jamie Foxx felt the need to call Ellen and say, you got this one wrong. She has been more to our community than what the world is willing to see. And we don't think that the extreme of canceling her from a show was a proper response compared to what she's done for our community. Really, Jamie? I don't believe in cancel culture either, because at the end of the day, so many people that you guys have canceled are still booking shows, still making millions of dollars. But we also understand, especially for Black folks, cancel culture can be very real for them. However, Jamie, I get it. You want to defend your friend. She has probably meant a lot to the gospel community, to the Black community. But here's the thing. I also fall under another community, the LGBT community. And she has not meant that for me, especially with I don't know if you guys saw this video. I'm not going to show the video here. You can Google schmoogle it. However, the amount of venom that we're body language experts. The amount of venom that Kim Burrell spoke about homosexuality in the church, a place that should be open and non-judgmental. And I get it, you may not agree, but the level of venom, my entire opinion of Kim Burrell changed at that moment, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like, you hate me. You hate anyone that looks like me or identifies as I do. You hate. How does hate exist in a place of God? Apparently it does. So according to Vibe, say the representatives, and they've reached out to Yolanda Adams representatives in regards to these statements. Yolanda has not spoken out about this. And Yolanda, you don't need to, girl. You said what you said back then. That's something that was brought up back then. Tamron, I don't love the show that much. Look, straight shooter, anyone can get it. However, I appreciated this viral moment that you gave us in this moment. Guys, I want to know your reaction to the Tamron Hall interview with Kim Burrell. Did you see the multiple times Kim Burrell has made it into the headlines over the last few years and recent months? How do you feel about her? Girl can sing. I'm not going to take that from her. Girl can sing. But for the love of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she might have a black heart. Guys, let's continue this conversation below. I want to know your reaction to this story. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.